Hello everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night, Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready, or skip ahead to the next one. Right, so it's time to thank our sponsors. First up is Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who provided us these awesome dice coffins. They have like leather interior, and you can make rolls in there if you want. And please visit him on Instagram if you want something like that. He also does square/rectangular cases, which are amazing, and storyteller screens. So the link is going to be over there in the chat. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of TTRPG veterans ready to work for you. From actual play production to tabletop game development, they're a one-stop shop for all your creative needs. Investing in the World of Darkness streaming community helps keep channels like this one online and thriving, and they greatly appreciate any love you can share with them on Patreon or their various media platforms. Check the link over there. And last but certainly not least, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game, from dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And I've got the Gangrel one right here, because Gangrel is the best clan. If you don't agree with it, then you probably support something ridiculous like Plutonesca or whatever. It's just weird.
Bolognese.
So now it is time to introduce our vampires. Let's start in the regular order with Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Abigail, the techie Tremere, this evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Her pronouns are also she, her, and I am looking forward to this game today.
And just a reminder to everybody to unmute using the Google Meets that we have for the captions, which are down below us. Joe. Joe.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Right. My name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador. Nola Fanger on Twitter, and I'm playing anyone. I am playing Baron Vincent of Surrey, one of the coolest, most humble barons ever. He loves anime, femboys, strong women, and likes to punch people's hearts out, literally, because it gets upset enough. And he's the best bar owner ever, so I'm in for halftime and Calgary night. It's still going on right now. Next up, it'll be Montreal week. So yeah.
You know, they probably have an okay poutine in the kitchen for Montreal week, yeah. And Mike.
Hi. Morning, afternoon, evening. I'm Mike, he, him, playing Mordecai. He, him, everyone's favorite Toreador. Not.
Yeah. Sarah?
Hi, my name is Sara, and I'll be playing Prince Jude Duncan of Vancouver. She, her for both of us, and just another night of being the prince and kicking ass.
And last but certainly not least, over here is Mr. Giovanni Cliff.
Happy Time Zone viewers, my name is Cliff. Tonight I will be reprising the role of Duran Giovanni, and after the week I've had, role-playing a vampire is actually a relaxing, casual thing. So, very much looking forward to it.
Speaking of playing vampire, it's time to start this particular session. So, when last we saw the coterie that you see on screen right over here, they were, except for one of them, Vincent was not part of that particular area at the time. He was down in his bar, Joey's Bar, which he runs in Surrey. The rest of the coterie was making a deal with the Second Inquisition. It's kind of a devil's deal, kind of a do what we tell you to do, and we won't wipe you out. But we don't have the resources to dedicate to wiping you out, and say, for example, wiping out Seattle. So, we're going to tell you to eventually maybe hit up a few people that we, see as kind of Masquerade breachers, and you can take care of them for us. After that particular deal was struck, the coterie that you see here, minus Ja is indisposed at the moment. They decided to head down to Baron Vincent, because Baron Vincent, surprisingly enough, in the files that they were given of potential notable kindred of the city of Vancouver, was conspicuously absent. Or at least there was very, very little information on him. So the coterie decided to add a new member, and maybe it's somebody who can take care of things a little bit more on the down low for them. Who knows? But this particular session is starting off at a different night. So, it's time for one of them rouse checks. And if anybody's playing the home game, you can hit !rouse in the chat to roll your own rouse check. There's a thumbs up from Vincent, thumbs down from Abigail, thumbs up from Jude, thumbs down for Mordecai. So Vincent and Jude, I believe, are the thumbs up. And Duran, Abigail, and Mordecai are the thumbs down. So, we're going to do this in the order of fun. Abigail?
Yes?
You should eat someone.
Yes, I will eat.
We didn't fight in the beaches.
No.
In the air. At sea.
Okay.
Just to have
Vincent?
you not eat.
Vincent looks tasty. I'll eat him, maybe. Is that
Yes.
okay with you?
Yes, yeah. Bruja were
Okay.
useful in the war.
And Abigail is crossing her fingers. For some reason, even though this is in her mind, she's like crossing her fingers. So.
You can't fool your beast. And over to Duran. So, Duran, you wake up, kind of shake off the, not sleep in your eye, but you're kind of, hair's a little tousled, kind of slick it back.
Never.
Right, you've got the rock solid hair styling stuff that you apply before bed. So that you
I still have cans of that stuff from the 80s in my stuff closet.
So you wake up and you hear Duran?
See, Padre, it's been a while. You've been quiet. I would like to say that I have missed your voice, but I would be lying if I did.
You should eat. It's time to eat someone.
See, quite likely. It has been a while, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
I keep trying to replace you, and yet you still linger. I
Well-
wonder what that says.
There's only one way to do that, really.
See? There is. But I will grab a bite to eat on the way out tonight. I am sure we are going. I have things to check, clubs to go to. Clubs are always good for snacking. There's always a salad bar in some dark corner. A couple of brainless but nicely dressed people with fat wallets and thick veins who I appreciate. See, I think that tonight we will be dining.
And your beast doesn't actually say anything because you're being rather agreeable. Mordecai. You hear Mordecai.
What? And I look at it, and because of the thing he did last session, starts talking to this. Nev, why? Why now? Everything's going so well.
You have to eat someone.
Obviously, I will go downstairs there. I will partake of the fellowship. And then, I'll,
That's not at all what I mean, and you know it.
it's déclassé to eat anarchs now. We're friends with them.
Are you?
No, but we have to keep appearances for her ladyship.
You should still eat someone.
I'll make you a deal. I'll have someone for you when you show up.
What makes you think I'm showing up?
Well, it's an incentive to come and visit. We never talk.
And that's the last you hear of that. So, what is everyone doing this particular evening? Let's start off with the Prince. Prince Jude.
Alrighty. I think she would probably want to be with Gretchen. She's just feeling like she wants to just try to be around for her and like answer questions, listen to her talk about Ron Perlman or whatever. I think she just is generally feeling kind of guilty.
There
So
is
she
a
just-
lot of Ron Perlman facts.
Sure. But I imagine like I'm thinking maybe I could take her to the Chantry after
Okay.
like the general sandwich stuff is over. Also, believe I need to hire more daytime workers? I don't know what's going on with the daytime part of sandwich.
Gretchen, for the most part, is actually taking care of that.
Okay.
There's a few goth-esque type people,
Great.
witchy types that are hired on.
Cool. Okay, great. That works. So then, yeah, I would probably want to take Gretchen to the Chantry and just like maybe even show her like how I prepare some of my own rituals.
Okay.
I know she's been reading and stuff, but I think it's like I want her to see these things happen as well.
As an odd question, during the Sabbat incursion, Jude, Abigail, Gretchen, etc. were all in the Tremere Chantry. Have you returned to your other haven as of yet?
Abigail did. Abigail was in the process of moving out, and she went and moved back once the threat was over.
I think I was living at the Chantry. Was I not?
You still have your independent apartment.
Oh, I thought that was long gone, honestly. Oh,
For
okay.
some
I thought I
reason-
broke my lease and
For some
got rid of
reason, you weren't, like, it's not that you weren't able to break your lease, it's that for some reason, for the next couple of months, the lease has actually been paid.
Do I know who paid it?
No idea.
Cassius.
No, I doubt that.
Get out of my
I mean,
chantry.
maybe. Maybe. That's a great point.
Here, I paid for your little hole in the wall. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, actually, I think that could be cool then. If I haven't since the Sabat thing, so maybe stop by her apartment in Chinatown.
Okay.
Jeez, it's been forever. So
It has, yeah.
yeah, I would probably want to check that out, especially since it's still being paid for, just to make sure everything is.
It's essentially you didn't really have that much in there to begin with.
Oh no, it was very Spartan.
Yeah, it's the 4 cinder blocks holding up the plywood underneath the bed type thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all pretty much still exactly where you left it.
Okay. There's nothing unusual or moved or different that I can detect.
Give me a wits and awareness or a wits and investigation.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a good one for me. All right.
That is
Nice.
it's a pretty handy roll.
I got 4.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't you don't think anything's been moved, but it has been a while since you've been in your actual apartment.
Okay. I would like to use Sense the Unseen, please.
Sure. That is a
So-
wits and aspects roll.
Yep, already got the 4 ready here.
And before we go any further there, give me 1 sec.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
Alrighty, I got 3 on that one.
3. So you close your eyes, you open them once again to the supernatural. You look around, there's nothing in the bedroom. Washroom's still the same, you hardly ever go in there. You hop in the shower every once in a while, but flush the toilet to make sure that there's no like rust stains building up. And you go out into the living room and you see something you didn't see when you were looking at it with your regular vision, and it says, "We need to talk."
I'm sorry. Where do I see this? How does this appear?
It's on the living room wall.
It's on the living room wall. Okay.
It
and what
almost
is the?
it
Go
almost
ahead.
looks like a paint. Like it, if you didn't know any better, you would assume that this is kind of like a black light paint, but you know that Sense the Unseen doesn't pick that up.
Right.
So this is something else.
And all it says is we need to talk. How am I supposed to know who wrote it? Okay. So Jude takes a look at that and she's like, who could have gotten in here?
And as you're glancing around, you see it on the back of your door. "Sorry, forgot to put this, Frank."
Ah. Okay. Must be important if he's going to all this trouble. That. Oh boy. Okay. So storyteller,
That's me.
how would I go about what's the best channel to reach Frank? Is that a visit in person type of situation, or a phone number?
You'd probably have a phone number in which you could talk to Frank. He's usually generally around the Elysium, though.
Okay, I think actually Jude, for like safety reasons, would probably just go there rather than trying to connect by phone, especially if that's how he was reaching out to her in the first place, presumably having her phone number already. So she's not gonna like text him or call him. So
Okay.
she would probably, I mean, before any formal plans to meet with the rest of the coterie, she'd probably try to go over there because that seems pretty like that's just giving her a weird feeling and she wants to address it now.
Okay. Before we get Jude over to the Elysium, however, we're going to pop over to Vincent. Vincent, you wake up. You don't feel any hungrier than you did the day before. Everything seems fine. What is Vincent's routine upon waking?
Am I back at Joey's?
You would be wherever you decided to sleep the night before. So, yes. Let's go with yes.
Okay. I get Joey's. Get up, shower. Do 1,000 push-ups, and like, but do it on Instagram, but like you don't see his face. So like it's like a live video of him like doing Superman push-ups with like 2 fingers, and he'll switch them up. And he will have in the corner like a spray bottle of water, so he looks like he's sweaty. And he'll stand up and he'll. All right, you saw my routine. Don't forget to hit that link and subscribe. Order from me. I can tell you do some gym tips. How you get your body to look like this. Pec pop a little bit, and sign off, and towel all that off, and then go out to the main room. Are there people in the bar?
There's a fair chunk of people. Like, I believe you said it was still a Calgary night,
Yeah, it's still Calgary night.
or another Calgary night. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
It's coming to an end finally.
slightly less people than there was the night before because it was already Calgary night. So this is like, it's okay. This is like a Saturday as opposed to a Friday. It's a little bit. It's not the usual Saturday crowd. Let's put it that way.
All right. Walk out, see Mac and Cody. Hopefully, still making drinks.
He is, yeah. He's getting a little better.
Cody,
Yeah, boss.
give me a dirty Shirley on the rocks.
He
You know,
processes it for a few seconds, like, how do I make that right? And then he like goes ahead and makes the drink.
all right. Do I see Mac anywhere?
No, you don't. Not tonight.
Okay. Not a big deal. I'll just wait on Cody.
Yeah, he finishes making the drink and gets it ready for you.
All right. So, Cody,
Yeah,
you've been doing really well. I'm really proud of you.
thanks.
And, you know, Mom's been very helpful getting you strengthen your stuff. So, I'm really proud of that. And she really liked the card. I read her the card that you wrote.
All right, cool.
She also says you need to get out more.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm not supposed to be in contact with my mom anymore? Like,
Yeah.
do you mean somebody else?
Abigail?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. About that, are you in contact with your mom after I told you not to be?
No. That's why I was confused because you said my mom, and I was
Yeah,
like,
your mom.
but I'm not supposed to talk to my mom anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you talk to her,
Mm-hmm.
she will die.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like cemetery dead.
Uh-huh.
You don't want that. At least I hope. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, Abigail's been helping. You've been okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you talk to
I don't.
Nosh? You saw that guy that came in last time? Nosh? First Nations guy with the curly hair?
Yeah. A little bit. I haven't really talked too much with him.
Yeah. So remember I told you about that chantry that they don't know about? That
Yeah.
exists underground? Yeah. He's the head of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and he is really good with super occulty things. Also, you kind of lean in. I see him do that little thing with his hands and make like fire.
Really?
Yeah, maybe you ought to get him to teach you that.
Wait a minute. We don't like fire, though. That's weird.
We do not. We do not. We do not like fire. Which is for your clan, which is really cool that you can like make it yourself as a defense mechanism. You're like, ooh, like, be like Fantastic Four. You're like, whew, flame on, but like with your hands.
You mean like Johnny Storm, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we got to get you watching less anime and reading more comics.
The last one I read was. This was before you were born.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, but anime is the shit, man. Like it makes everything work.
It certainly
Like,
is
you can
shit.
apply
Yes.
so many life lessons to it. Again, I mean, you fell asleep on like the last episode of Oran Host Club, which
Yeah.
I understand. It's
Yeah.
pretty short, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And like Jude likes it. I'm
That's
happy about
fine.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, are you dating anybody, Cody?
No.
You want me to set you up
Because
with
you
somebody?
told me not to.
Yeah, but if you can find someone kindred, you kind of keep it in the family, so to speak.
Yeah, but kindred are weird.
Yeah, we're all fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, before you came, I found you, and you were like, oh my god, I don't know what I am. I've been randomly embraced. I was like, that's a weird thing that happens. Also, we can live forever if you play your shit right. Also, there are some like weird kindred too. Be careful of the ones that worship the dead or bring the dead back to life. A little scary. Also, the snake people. Watch out for them.
Yeah.
They like to corrupt your mind and stuff.
Speaking of weird,
Yes.
we can bring back like zombies and shit.
Some of us can, yes.
That's weird.
Isn't it? But like sometimes it's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
I guess. Anyway, I should probably get back to work.
Yeah, yes, you did it.
But
Hold on.
wait, one more thing. There's like
Yeah.
some guy called Frank. He
Frank.
like popped by, and he said for you to go meet him.
Where? Who's Frank?
I don't know. He said something about Elysium, which is something I heard in like that Gladiator movie.
Yeah. Okay. So that's.
I don't
the
know
part
how
where-
you're gonna get to Greece from here.
No, Cody, come on. Listen. That's another faction. There's like 3 main factions. Okay.
Right.
Currently, right now, you're with me, so you're part of the Anarch Free Movement. This whole little kit and caboodle plus more surrounding territory, and we're gonna get more territory. I promise you that. We all about like doing your own thing, but keeping the masquerade. So continue living your life, doing what you do, no unnecessary killing.
Right.
Bring down the scary people that will exterminate us. You don't want that. Then you have the Camarilla, those people, or Camarilla. Some people, it's a Spanish word, but I've seen the Italian kids do like Camarilla. Don't do that. Especially if you see Mr. Giovanni, don't do that. That's probably insulting. So they are old school. They don't like cell phones. They don't like Twitter. They don't like OnlyFans. They don't like any of that stuff because they're like, oh, they're going to take us. So if the Paratits can make that work, then go for it. But like, yeah, they don't like it. Then you have the Sabat. Those people are terrible. they just are like, hey, we're monsters, you can't stop us, and then they die. You don't want to be a part of that, or the Camarilla. So you're safe here.
Right.
But in that term Elysium, where the Camarilla work, it's kind of like a grand ball of all the snot-nosed little assholes and arrogant people. But like it's supposed to become like a free space or your bingo card. So like everybody can come and hang out and if you want to go next time, I can bring you, show you how it works.
I guess, but I gotta finish my shift.
Yeah. Oh, also, we got a raise.
Oh, right. What? Cool.
Yeah.
How much?
A raise. Let's see. $10?
An hour?
No, you're already making $10 an hour. Go up.
It's $20 an hour?
Make it 22. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah. Also, here's a tip for the Shirley. Thank you. You put the right amount in here this time, so I'm really proud of you.
All right.
But I'll get out of your hair for now. You continue working.
Sure.
Also, thank you for making that ficus grow. I don't know what you've been doing, whatever power you've been working with to make the ficus get like, because it was dead, and then you did your little thing and put blood on it, and now it's like,
Yeah, I got.
you know, we could possibly sell that shit, like hair regrowing formula or something, or like, I don't know.
I don't
Like
know if
Harry
it'll
Potter, like when you break your
that.
arm, we can regrow your arm back in like 5 minutes. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
I don't know if it'll work that way on humans.
Oh, fuck humans. I'm talking about us.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I don't know if it'll work on us either.
No, that's fine. I'll ask Nosh, and we can connect and see how that goes. But I'll let you go do your job, and he'll kind of must his hair a little bit. All right, I'm going back. Also,
So-
when you're done, I got a leather jacket for you, a new one, a cool one. Nosh told me to give it to it's warded, so
All right.
free and stuff.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, see ya.
So, where's Baron Vincent headed from here?
Gonna change his clothes. Well, change his clothes. Just wiped off the water sweat, put on a shirt, his jacket, and he's probably gonna Hayabusa and go. He'll probably text Jude first
Okay.
and send a text message of like a sandwich slice question mark upside down smiley face, and because he's older, in quotes ASL question mark, and he'll say excuse the A and the S, just the L.
How does Jude respond to this particular text message?
Sandwich, upside down, smiley face, ASL, forget the A, forget the S, just the L was the text, if I am not mistaken. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she'd probably text him back. Not yet. On an errand. Text you soon. Winky face. Kiss emoji.
He'll respond cool, a little motion,
Oh, yeah.
text
Mhm.
emoji, and he'll send a hot dog and say, don't read into this, but who is hot dog, and have like a finger pointing at the hot dog. That message saying, I should
okay.
meet.
I get it. Yeah. Let's see. So she'll text back just would rather tell you in person, has to do with our stuff. Vampire bat emoji. but important! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Where's Gretchen? Meet you at sandwich? Emoji question mark.
I know there was talk about Gretchen going to. We had stopped by the Chantry. She didn't come with me to the apartment. So is she still at the Chantry, or is she back at Sandwich?
She would have gone to Sandwich. She has to take care of like the books and stuff like that.
Okay, so Gretchen at Sandwich emoji. Send.
All right, on my way. Wait for you there. Smiley, kissy emoji. Pineapple Christmas tree.
Great. Okay.
And motorcycle, vroom vroom. And then I'll just get my stuff and I'll head for sandwich.
Okay. Let's pop over to Mordecai. Mordecai, what you doing? What you up to?
Sleeping. I'm the last one to wake up.
Right, forget about that. Abigail, what are you up to?
5 more minutes.
Abigail. Well, first thing, like housekeeping wise, the burner phone that Abigail requested from Kevin to send to Baron Vincent, has that arrived, or is there a tracking number? Or something
It's
like
arrived
that?
to your location because while he could find out where Baron Vincent exists, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, Kevin would probably rather send it to me. All right, so Abigail would probably go downstairs to check on the other Baron, make sure the other Baron is still
there.
still happy, still safe and sound.
Well, it's
Abigail.
kind of hard to gauge the emotion of a car, but yeah.
Abigail pats the Baron on the roof, just kind of says, "Soon we'll get you some more food, and I am hoping you're not too hungry." And I assume Abigail doesn't get a response.
Not at
No.
all.
Okay. So Abigail will have basically logged into work and tried to do the mundane thing of getting all her tasks done. Her coding probably for the last few days has been lacking, so she's basically just buzzed through it all and submitted her code, submitted her pull requests and things like that to her employers, and probably jumped into the message board at work just to see how everybody is doing socially,
Okay.
and obviously checking in on what the new fads are and stuff like that by kind of reading through the stuff that's going on, because that's kind of how she's been keeping up with a lot of things. So she should be up to date with the OnlyFans and the D&D and Stranger Things and all that other stuff that's been going on. And then she is going to, for a change of pace, go to a cyber cafe, which they don't often exist anymore, but the ones that do are playing pretty good music. Not with a DJ there, but are playing pretty good music. There's people playing games and things like that. And that being said, she's probably known enough, at least, in passing, that it would make a decent hunting ground.
Okay.
And she's actually, before she goes in there, just because you're probably, while this may be stereotypical, you will probably have a lot of sweaty people. It is a tight enclosed place, and so anything that doesn't really feel warm is probably going to stand out. So Abigail's actually going to, for the first time in 4 seasons, use Blush of Life. And I think that's the first time we've actually rolled Blush of Life ever. So
There's been some people who've used Blush of Life. How'd you do on that rouse, chat?
That was a fail. So
Abigail,
remember. Winston, you can see clearly that I am about to eat. You're
well, you're
interrupting my meal.
using up the blood. Let's be honest. It's frivolous.
It's not frivolous.
It's frivolous. It's like putting up.
I'll make up for it. I'll eat extra. I'll pay my way.
It's like pretending that there's people in a village and then you blow up the village. Ridiculous.
Yes, but that was debunked. That was debunked.
Well, yeah, that's my point.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll eat. All right? Happy now?
No.
Too bad.
So you're gonna eat?
Abigail is going to find herself a either a nice gamer girl or gamer guy or whatever the case may be to kind of settle up to and start talking about the game that they're playing and start talking about all things various cyber funky and gothy.
You
And-
actually, because it's an internet cafe, you come across somebody who's actually doing code.
Oh, I love that you're writing this in Fortran. This is what is it that you're trying to do here?
I'm trying to, and it is a short, like, rail thin, femme presenting person with, like, they've got multicolored, shortish hair. And they're like, well, I'm trying to. And they look around, and they're like, I'm trying to, like hack into some databases.
Abigail lowers her voice. Are you sure you should be doing that from here?
Well, I don't want them to trace it back to, like, my stuff.
What kind of databases are you trying to hack?
Well, there's, like, I don't know if you've. Wait, you have to tell me if you're a cop. If I ask, right?
Of course I have to tell you if I'm a cop, and I am not a cop.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, because that's like entrapment or something.
Understood. Are you a cop?
No?
Have you ever served in Army, Navy, anything like that?
No?
Alright, then let's have a conversation, you and I.
Well, okay. And she looks around again. Like, there's this thing called Pentax.
Like the camera company?
No.
Oh.
Well, I think they do
Abigail's playing dumb at this point.
They do have a branch, I think, that does, like, cameras and stuff, but I don't. They're into, like, some really bad shit. They're, like, clear cutting forests and stuff. I'm trying to, like, hack into their financial records and readjust them.
Oh, I love this. I love what you're doing here. And Abigail is going to use. Actually, no. Abigail is just going to say, like, lean in and say, I love that you're doing that, but you have an error right there.
What?
You're going
Really?
to go into an. Yes, I didn't want to tell you, but now that I see that you're doing good, it's right there. And Abigail leans over and takes a bite.
Yeah, it's easy enough to do. It's kind of taking them by surprise. You could take half, that sort of thing, and succeed easily.
Okay.
How much you taking?
Abigail's only going to take 1 point, actually, to make up for the point that she used for Blush of Life, which was a stupid idea. She's going to do 1 point because she kind of likes this one.
Okay.
And then she's going to, like, I'm assuming that after she's licked the wound or whatever, that the person that she's bitten is fuzzy but doesn't really know what happened.
Kind of fuzzy, yeah.
You know, you're not looking well. Let me
Oh,
get you a Slurpee. Let me get you a Slurpee. That will help.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Uh,
idea.
Abigail goes and gets a Slurpee from a Slurpee machine that would probably be in there, something
yeah.
like that. Some sort of candy machine, some sort of vending machine.
Some sort of sugar dispensary machine. Let's put it
Sugar
that way.
dispensary, yes. So Abigail goes and brings over the Slurpee, the beverage, and says, "You know what? I'd like to help you further, but I do have to go. Um, can I get your number? And by number, I mean Discord number.
So you sure you're not a cop?
Absolutely."
All right. She like scribbles down the like hashtag this person number at Discord thing.
All right. And Abigail basically takes it and sticks it into her pants pocket and says, "Have a good night. Take care of yourself, and, you shouldn't talk to strangers about this sort of thing. You know that, right? Be careful."
Yeah. And then she like absorbs the Slurpee.
All right.
Needs
And
some-
Abigail walks out and takes a scrap of paper as the person on Discord to her burner Discord, or to Abigail's burner Discord,
Okay.
and then sends a group text saying "sandwich?" ?
How does everyone respond? And have you added Baron Vincent into the group chat?
Coterie, what do you say? Have we added
I
Baron
thought
Vincent to the group chat?
I thought we did.
Okay.
Maybe
Did
I
we?
was.
Okay.
I thought we did. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So actually, Jude would text Abigail privately and say, "Hey, need to go on important business. Will you come with me before our sandwich?"
Abigail sends back, "Where do you want to meet? ?
And storyteller, I think the regular Elysium spot is I'm
The
just
art
blanking.
gallery. Yeah.
The art gallery.
Yep.
Okay. Art gallery. Just text back that.
Abigail sends that back, "Do I need to dress up? ?
No.
Abigail sends back heart, smiley face, and says she's probably downtownish area, so she's probably would take her about 10 minutes or less.
Yeah,
So
you'd
she
probably
says-
be somewhere on Robson.
Yeah, so she says, be there 10 minutes or less.
Okay. She texts back. And then Jude to the group just texts, yeah, sandwich emoji, need about an hour though first.
All right. So, I'm assuming Abigail is headed towards Elysium. Before you get there, Duran, it's your turn. So you wake up,
Yes.
little bit of hunger pains.
Mm-hmm.
Resica has everything set out in the usual manner. Various newspapers, the books are set up just the way you like them. The other one, the third location is kind of dipped into the red once again, ever so slightly. Not anything to be overly concerned of. It might be time for maybe a bit of a sale at that location.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Once I've gone through all the newspapers and checked the ledgers and made sure everything's going well and sent instructions to various groups of people. going to spend a little time with the various spirits that I have been accumulating lately,
Okay.
which we'll do off-screen, checking who can do what, running through things, and having kind of a group therapy chat at the same time. Yes, I know we're all dead, but you can still have fantastically full lives working for the Giovanni.
You don't even need health insurance. It's great.
No. We provide all the benefits you need. And 2 weeks in Sicily every year. I promise. I package up your little thing and I send it to Sicily.
After you finish up the group therapy session, the phone rings. The old school phone, not your cell phone.
Yeah, I don't have a cell phone anymore. When the senator got rid of his, I just quietly got rid of mine as well. That earpiece is all I need. So I don't have the phone handy. Damn it! Prep the prop. Okay,
That's
so
fine.
I pick up the phone and go, see.
You hear a female voice on the other side. See, cousin. Oh, wait. Right. We have to... I'm so not used to this existence.
That is okay.
And they give the code word.
See, how is everything treating you? You are doing well, yes?
Yes. I've found a few updates.
Bueno. That is good.
There's a few more, let's say, people I would like to disappear.
I can be understanding of that. See.
This is the Giovanni setup phone, correct?
It most certainly is. Yes.
Yes.
I would have no other in my office.
We can speak of family business then.
See.
Have you heard of the local Putanescas?
We now have Pudinescas in the city.
Yeah,
Who are they working for, or are they a little independent set?
They are slightly independent. They do
They are
jobs
always
for us.
slightly independent.
These ones do jobs for us occasionally, but I have had word that since my untimely passing, they've decided to try to fill a gap or fill a vacuum.
I see. And where is it that they are trying to step in? They should be persuaded to step out.
Vancouver.
No, that's not acceptable.
I kind of thought that you wouldn't think so. It's so much easier to keep tabs on these things when I'm not me.
I can well imagine. I would like to sometimes be not me to hear what people say about me, except I could not accept such glowing praise seriously without laughing a little bit.
Yes, glowing praise. That is a term.
So, where are these Putanescas working at? Do you have an actual location, or do I have to go and do some digging myself?
I don't have an actual location. Merely just keeping tabs on certain things that I was already keeping tabs on. It just made it a little easier with some of my, let's say, informants, my little birdies that tell me things.
Bueno.
I believe they were headed more towards North Van.
I will do a round of the Italian restaurants in North Van. They tend to congregate, weirdly enough, for food and cooking. Imagine that. Draws them.
They were also potential. Perhaps that may be there's a possibility that it is a false flag. Let's be honest.
See,
We tend to set up things and then go somewhere else. Tactically speaking, it's a good idea. I might also suggest the Italian Cultural Center,
it has been a while since I've been there.
which I have discovered in this particular body. It has the ability to partake of
Oh, well, that's an advantage.
that which we are no longer able to partake in.
I'm a little envious. I will have to
That
admit.
the Italian Cultural Center has an amazing Italian restaurant. They,
I beg of
absolutely.
you, do not speak to me of cheese. That is all that I ask.
But their puttanesca is amazing.
Oh. It's yeah, I cannot speak to you then if I cannot speak of cheese.
That was what I was afraid. But I will definitely take your word for it. Who knows? Perhaps it might be something that I am one day able to learn when I'm blessed with it again. And if not, I will remain envious.
Oh, yes. Something else you should know. After
See.
the, let's call it an incident, I have gotten information about this particular, let's say, vessel. Vessel seems like the way.
That is a polite term.
I have dipped into my old contacts and made sure that this particular vessel has all of the accoutrement, I suppose you could say, of various different papers backing their existence.
Okay.
I am now under the name Francesca Giovanni.
Bueno. But it is a suitable name. I will attempt to remember it. I will add it to my files.
Is there anything you wish to discuss or report?
The businesses you have left in my care are doing quite well. We
I-
continue to grow in the city.
I did take care of them slightly, though I believe there were a ghoul or two involved.
See, we are expanding. The family interests in Vancouver are growing at a reasonable rate. Not so quick as to concern any, but quick enough to make us profitable.
Understandable.
Other than that, I have a number of things on my own plate to check into and to explore.
Well, as per usual, if you need any help.
Oh, see, this I will use the usual drops in order to contact you.
Understandable. Well, if that is everything for this particular conversation, I would bid you adieu, cousin.
Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night, Francesca. And I am sure we will be speaking soon.
Most assuredly. And you have a wonderful evening as well.
Grazie. At which point Duran will hang up.
And the lion goes dead. All right. Resica comes in. I did not want to interrupt you during your session or subsequent phone call,
Grazie. That is appreciated.
but
What is it that needs doing?
someone named Frank
See,
has left a message for you.
how was the message left?
There was a post-it note on the front door.
It sounds like Frank.
It said, "Meet me at Elysium, Frank." She hands you the post-it note.
I will tuck the post-it note away in a pocket. Bueno. Tonight, I believe I shall just be casual and relaxed. I do not feel the need for. It is a warm evening.
Ah, and she takes that as a hint of getting you your particular hat, handing it to you, and where is?
And I believe I shall walk this evening. Everything is flowing along. What do they say? Tickety-boo. That is it. If there is anything that is necessary, you can reach me at the sandwich shop later on this evening.
Sir,
See,
we've minorly had a discussion about you using pop culture references.
see.
Tickety Boo was approximately 30 years ago.
Oh. They jumble together. One
they do.
cannot always do. Darn me. Okay, I shall remember this thing. Everything is going swimmingly. Is that the better one?
It's a little closer, but yeah, it's you
Bueno.
could still have people today saying that
Bueno.
if they're old.
Old is a state of mind. Remember this.
Especially in your condition, I suppose.
When are we arranging for you to go back home to discuss with the family your
Oh, that is
full participation? That is to be soon, I think.
yes.
Let me know. Make an arrangement for the flights for let us say, the end of the month. And make sure that the household can run itself at that time, as you will be gone for at least a week, and possibly you will be gone permanently, and they will send me a replacement because you will have been promoted.
Yes.
Of course, you would be welcome back in this household, but should they have other plans for you, it is the finicky.
It is. And is Duran bidding her adieu
Yes.
at this point?
Yep.
And
Yep.
heading
Stroll
out?
outside and go for a walk towards the art gallery.
And it's at this point, 3.5 hours later, that Mordecai wakes up. You are muted, sir.
So excited that I was muted. Very excited, Mordecai. Leaves the phone, doesn't even pay attention to it. Goes down into the basement where the
Which layer of basement are we talking about?
the ritual basement.
The sand basement. Got it.
Sand basement. Where he has placed a mirror sort of leaning up against the wall. And from a little baggie, he pulls out a wisp of hair that has been plucked from the head of a child. And he stares at the mirror. He starts sort of doing somatic incantate. And then he takes the hair and the follicle and traces facial hair onto his reflection. And the hair and the follicle sink into the mirror as if a pool of water. And as he draws this facial hair, a beard grows on his face. So excited. And he looks at it, he's like, oh, you're even more handsome than I thought. Kisses the mirror.
And the mirror responds back, I know.
Yeah, baby. Goes back up, opens up a vault, considers swimming through a vat full of money. Still thinks it's a crazy idea. Closes the vault. No, doesn't have a vault. That would be crazy.
Well,
goes upstairs.
I've heard
his
that life
usual
is like a
ritual.
hurricane, so
Goes upstairs, does the usual quick little rounds sort of thing.
Make sure everything's in place.
Wait, says good morning or good evening to the reptiles.
There's still no response.
Completely indifferent.
Don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, neither would I guess. And he's like, oh, wait, right, yeah. The city. Yeah. So it goes back upstairs. Or more likely, Mercy is probably just standing there with his phone waiting for him to remember it. And he makes sure constantly that she's all right, which is uncharacteristic of him.
She is getting fucking annoyed by that.
He's like doting. He's like, "You, anytime you want me to, I will just." And she's like, "No, I don't want. I'm fine where I am. Just
knock it off.
Can make you more. Can make you powerful. Can make you one of the family." No. And
yeah, wrong clan.
Exactly. And goes to partake of herd to top up.
Okay. Top up, or just top up?
Down to 1.
Okay.
I'm not killing anybody. They're all bleeding into a vat anyway, so it's fine. That's the great thing about consensual bloodletting.
That's fair.
I just like sup. Everybody just thinks he's a cake. Anyway, so then to the phone.
Okay.
Sandwich. Okay. I guess he then grabs. Is Mercy bodyguarding more, sticking to his side at all, or just not, or is just there if he needs her?
There if he needs her.
Okay, so I'm going alone tonight then instead.
Okay.
And grabs the replacement Viper. Stupid Sudan. And
they are annoying.
But he's had like extended cams put on it, and I guess like 2 thrush mufflers and stuff, so the thing like rumbles like a Harley whenever he drives down the street. And shows up innocuously at Sandwich.
You and I use the word innocuously very differently. So, it is ever so slightly a little bit on the early side for the break, but since everybody's congealing in Sandwich, I'd say let's have a bit of a break now. So come on back in about 5 minutes, everybody, and see what happens when most everybody is congealed at Sandwich. Welcome back, everyone. And everyone is kind of headed in different directions at this particular moment. So, let's pick up with the majority of the peoples, and Abigail and Jude, with Duran, will be showing up in just a few minutes beyond that. You're arriving at Elysium.
So, any idea what this is about, Jude? Well, my prince, I should say.
No, it actually was really weird. I went to go back to my old apartment in Chinatown for the first time in like ages, and there was a like magical writing on my wall that said we need to talk. And I don't know. That was all that was said and then oh like, oh yeah, by the way, this is Frank on the door. Yeah, so it was written in the room, and I have no idea how. I don't even know how that's done. I mean, I guess whatever, but
Well, that's interesting. So the Nosferatu is trying some new things, going all
supernatural
analog.
paint.
Supernatural paint going all analog. I mean, all right.
So
Doesn't
I thought it
seem-
was better not to text him or call him if he's reaching out that way when I'm pretty sure he has my phone number. So I was like, I guess I better just go and see what's up, especially since he's in charge of Elysium. That's pretty important. I didn't really want to leave that unknown to me this evening. And I know Mordecai would be really mad if I went by myself. So I thought I better call you in.
It's definitely always safer to go at least in pairs. So, right. Is Frank inside Elysium then? Are we waiting
I
for
mean,
him
I
here?
think I don't know. I haven't contacted him beyond just reading the message that he left me in the apartment. So I say we just go see if he's in his usual place here.
All right. Sure, let's go in then.
Yeah.
And I guess Abigail and Prince Jude will start walking towards the entrance. I'm assuming Bran will show up or something to that effect.
Which entrance specifically?
What are the
you-
options?
There's the going in through the parking garage. There's the
Right.
going through just the main doors. And there's one or two other entrances that'll get you down to the Kindred area a little bit faster that Frank would have shown you.
Then yes, I would like to use one of those, please.
Okay. So you walk up along the sidewalk on the one side, which is not exactly the most spacious of sidewalks, and there's a door on the northern side of the Vancouver Art Gallery. You go through there, and then you walk into a walk-in closet type thing, and on one of the back panels, you push it, it slides aside, and then it would slide back after you're both in, and then that would kind of lead to an elevator, which will take you down to the Kindred-only floor that only you have access to. You, by that I mean Kindred.
Okay. Elevator time.
So you get down to the Kindred-only floor, and Frank is down there waiting for you. Frank, for everybody who hasn't shown up or viewed any of our stuff over the last 4 seasons, or three and a bit seasons, Frank is a pile of clothing that may or may not have a Nosferatu underneath it. Ah, Prince, Jude. Great. Abigail, too. Cool. Is anyone else coming?
I don't think so.
Well,
Duran Duran, would you have made us aware that you're coming here, or no? Okay.
Probably
No.
not without a cell phone. Yeah.
But before
Good
we get any
point.
further into that conversation, that's probably about the point in time that Duran would be showing up. So Duran,
I'll just go in the main doors, and I will be suspiciously watching for recognizable faces the entire way. Because every time I come here, I'm running into frickin' mages.
there aren't any mages that you can tell. But yeah, it's you're walking through the main kind of area. There's people milling about here and there. You can definitely tell that there's at least some Toreador that are mingling with the people who happen to be here at this particular point in time.
Okay. I will head downstairs to the Kindred only area in an attempt to find Frank.
And once you go down that particular elevator, after you scan your Kindred only key fob, the elevator on the opposite side of where Frank is talking to Abigail and Jude opens, and out strolls Duran.
Ah!
Oh.
Senora Duncan, Senora Abigail, and Senor Frank.
Ah, right, Duran.
How advantageous.
So nobody else is going.
Good evening.
Not to my knowledge.
All right.
I tried to keep communication about your communication to me not known because I feel like the way you reached out, it must have been important and possibly requiring more discretion than usual.
Right, red tape. Got it.
I would not call how Frank left me a message discreet. A post-it note stuck to the outside of the door.
Oh, he got me magical paint in my apartment. So
Frank, you did not
Yes,
use magical paint?
Frank, can I ask, what was that? Because I'm incredibly curious about what it was exactly that you did.
Two hands come out, and they're like, magic.
Oh, screw you, Frank. With respect.
okay, what's up? What do you need to talk to us about?
Well, yeah, we should probably do this not here.
Yeah, let's. So Jude immediately starts going to the secure area, one of those I think little conference rooms
Okay.
that are down there. Yeah.
So once you're in the conference room, the pile of clothing that follows you kind of pulls out kind of a box, like a white box, puts it on the desk, hits a little button on it, and then you can hear kind of like a white noise that's coming out of it. Yeah, there's probably ears all over this place.
Okay.
Yes, Abigail.
I was going to say how very analog and classy of you.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
I have my moments. Anyway, it's good that there's the finger that points out towards Duran. It's like, it's good that you're here too. There's some bad shit brewing.
Yeah, I mean, when isn't there? What's the new bad shit? Let's fast forward to the part where you tell us exactly what's happening. Thanks.
Well, there's people that are coming into the city. They claim to be kind of Camarilla and/or Camarilla adjacent. And there's talk of... This is weird. There's talk of the Setites and the Hekata joining forces.
Let me stop you there for a moment, Frank. So if there is talk of the Hikata, and the other family administering
Yeah.
the Setites joining forces. Why is Senor Mordecai not here?
Yeah, I don't trust him.
And
I mean,
you, okay, we can go with that.
You've always been straightforward. You've
right,
never,
but I feel like in this particular situation, if like there are Setites, like we don't exactly know that many. I don't know about you. I don't know that many of them, so I feel like even to have one person that could provide some like insight, it would probably be Mordecai. And I understand that you have your reservations. I get it, but he's part of my coterie, so
I mean, if you want to invite him, sure.
okay. So
What I'm saying,
let's
though,
just go ahead.
is Duran here. It's always been up front, ish.
See. Ish.
He's never, keep things tight to the vest, but it's just been a respect. Let's be honest.
And I appreciate that.
If I ask Duran what clan he's from, he says Akata. If I ask Mordecai what clan he's from, depends on what day of the week it is.
I mean, every kindred is gonna lie to you at some point.
Most don't lie about the most upfront things. Let's be honest.
You see, Frank, there are two clans I could attempt to come across, but I cannot be near as stodgy and failure prone as the Ventru. And let's face it, I am not lowering the bar to attempt to be an officer. There are certain clothes I will not wear.
Okay, so going back to the matter at hand, so you're saying that there are Hekata and Setites that are coming into Vancouver, and the
ministry.
Right.
See, but they're claiming they are somehow related to the Camarilla.
Not related, per se.
It better not be if they're Hekata.
There's rumors kicking around.
Right, that confused me.
There's rumors kicking around that some of the Hekata and some of the Setites are joining forces and creating a new group.
Like a new sect?
Yeah.
How did you... Where did these rumors originate? Like, what is, a purpose to the potential union? Like,
Nosferatu.
Okay, right.
See,
I mean,
I'm not
I guess.
going to argue that.
From what I hear, there's some kicking around rumors that started around the Anarch douche states down in Los Angeles. They've been let's just say they have their sights set on the west coast of North America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're moving up this way. And from what I hear, rumors are kicking around that they may already be here-ish. Maybe ghouls, but they're thinking about hitting rather hard. They all seem to be wanting to do the underworld mob thing.
Did we not also hear rumors around about time that the crown was gently placed upon your brow, that Smiling Jack the Anarch was supposed to be around this area as well?
Yeah, there's that jackass too.
All right,
Okay.
so my question is, you foresee this union as being a threat to the city or a threat to us. Is there any option to have a discourse and coexist, perhaps. Perhaps they have. Maybe they don't need to be part of the Camera. Maybe
The
Camarilla.
first thing is I'm going to have to call home to
Yeah.
Venice and find out just what the fuck is going on. Because our independence is a very tricky thing. It is a tightrope that we walk on without an umbrella, without a net, and without the balancing stick. And it's all down on paper. And if things change, the entire family is supposed to know that things change. I have also heard that there are potentially Putnescas in northern Vancouver.
Oh, those guys are dicks.
Maybe, yes, but they're useful ones. Maybe related to this, it may be something completely separate, because Vancouver is becoming this wonderful magnet which attracts all sorts of frustration and irritation. See. So I will need to make a few phone calls. It will take a night or two.
So,
See what the family is doing. And I will also speak directly with Senior Mordecai to see what he is able to ascertain from his family.
so my question to you, Frank, is other than the fact that they want to move in and take over, do you know, have you heard if there are any specific goals that this conglomerate, this union of those two clans would want?
Well, from some of the rumors that are kicking around, they're heavy into mob connection stuff. Gun running, drug running,
I mean,
protection
all right.
rackets.
Both areas that the ministry and the Hecata touch upon, some, depending on which direction you are going and through which cultural centers you are deciding to extend your reach.
And we're a port city.
See, and there is a
So-
reason I do not go into Chinatown.
Okay. And so, because of the underground nature that they're purported to be operating, does that mean that it's going to sort of be this insidious, like, underground takeover of Vancouver? Or, like, do you think they have plans for more outright violence? Like, that's kind of my question. Like, are they planning on coming in? And you say you're hitting hard, like, what does that mean?
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
First of all, I would not use the word insidious with respect to the Hecata. The ministry, insidious ones. It is, I think, the essence. The kata in ministry, will they call them the mini kata? Or they, interesting. You could play a lot with those words.
It really hurts my brain, honestly, thinking about them coming together. I'm having trouble computing how did this even begin? Like, where was the genesis of who spoke to who dealt with who? And I understand we don't have the answers to those questions.
It would have been the conversations I have had with Senior Strickland could have stepped in this direction. If either of us had thought to be so foolish as to try to suggest, particularly to my family, that an alliance would make sense. There are reasons to work together. See, to try to create another sect is a completely dangerous game. Very.
Frank, so how many other clans know about this? How many other Primogen know about this? Are you and your clan the only ones who know right now? Okay, so what is your call to arms here? What is your call to action? What is it that you feel that we should be doing right now? Gathering the troops, or simply getting to the bottom of what's going on?
You see, I'm the keeper of Elysium.
See,
All right.
Yeah.
It was
fair.
probably my decision, right?
Bingo.
No,
Yeah.
but you're coming to us with this information, and
Mhm.
I'm assuming that your clan, the Nosferatu,
That's us, yeah.
have some sort of an outcome in mind from this conversation, because I assume that they're monitoring you at some point. So I assume that there's an expected outcome that
I mean, if you want to
either
pay me for the information, I wouldn't say no.
no. I'm asking whether or not they feel that we should be doing something, holding still, or going to full out war in 3 seconds.
Nope.
What is your clan expecting from this?
Literally nothing.
All right, good. Just making sure.
Because I came to you with the information on account of the fact that I'm the keeper of Elysium.
See, and Jude is the prince.
Correct. Part of my job is to make sure that she stays informed about shit like that, and I keep the Elysium nice. A bunch of these shitheads coming in generally would fuck up my Elysium.
Understood.
I guess, I mean,
Again, we are not the La Sombra or the Brula.
Yeah, but
okay. Some of the family tend to think with their fists first, but not all of them. And I am sure it is very much the same among the ministry. They will have their soldiers, their toughs, but most of them are a little gentler than that. So I would not expect this group to come in and immediately start knocking things over and ripping up buildings. But at the same time,
that'd be a way to hit the Toreador and get them on your side, wouldn't it?
I appreciate the fact that you have included me in this conversation so that I can make some progress.
okay. My question, Frank, is among all of these rumors, is there any one individual that's mentioned?
See,
Like a
any
name.
names or a location?
Names. The Putinesca keeps coming up.
See, back to
Oh
them.
boy. Okay.
They are not really organizers and politicians who bring alliances
Yeah.
together. They are among those who are brought into alliances. They also, well, they do work independently at times. So, again,
And
there's only so much we can do about that. But
now-
is there a location where they are generally gathering or where they have their meetings?
rumor right now is North Van.
See,
Something.
Also, Duran, you seem to be the one, I mean, no offense to everybody else here, the one most knowledgeable about certain kindred history.
well, see, in my family, if you don't know where you come from, you have no clue where you go.
And I gotta preface this a little bit. My apologies, Prince Jude. But it's not this person, it's one of their childer. And that person is Hesha.
Hesha. Does not sound like a kata, so I'm going to guess it's a ministry.
That would be correct.
In which case, I shall have a word or three with Senor Strickland about who this Hesha would be and why their
Yeah.
childer would be important.
The
Yeah.
reactions down there are scaring me. I'm scared because I don't know who that is. Oh no. Okay.
I do. Out of character, I do.
Well, Sara doesn't, nor does Jude. I guess, I mean, listen, you say they're operating in like mafia, mob, like underground, whatever. Those guys are always having meetings over tough steaks and cigars and, you know, in leather and red upholstered chairs and shit. Like, why could we not also have a meeting? Like, and I can just be like, yo, like, what do you want? Like,
I'm not
what's going on?
saying you can't.
Well, that's what I
But
want to do. I just want to
one of
see
them-
what they want.
It's one of them art of making the deal things or whatever like that. First, you gotta find them.
See,
Then you gotta
Yes, that's the first order
I
of
have-
business.
I
pitch
have
the
ideas.
idea.
I have
Okay.
ideas.
Well, yes, I think we have some ideas. I do thank you
Yeah.
for getting in
See.
touch with me about this, because not sure how I would have found out otherwise. Definitely gonna have some words with Mr. Strickland. See what he might know. And go from there and hope that we can squash this before it starts.
Well, good luck with that.
Grazie.
Anything else, Frank?
Nope, that's it.
Any concerns about Elysium itself?
Plenty. Plenty of concerns.
Okay, well, you know what? Why
But
don't
that's
you,
why I
why
brought
don't you
the
make me up a
info.
list?
That's why I brought the info to you.
Right. Okay. Well, we're on it. And I will give you an update as soon as I can.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think we better be on our way, so.
It was a pleasure, Frank. Thank you so much
Sì,
for the information.
Grazie.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Okay. Have a good night. And then Jude's probably going to go out that same
Okay.
secret entrance.
Abigail's gonna follow along as well.
Duran.
Yeah, I'll follow along as well.
All right.
We're together now, might as well stick together.
Yeah. So now we're headed to Sandwich, I believe.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the distance. What's the best way transportation wise?
It's not too far actually from where
Mhm.
the
It's a nice walk.
yeah,
Cool.
Take you
Walk,
about
then that's great.
20 minutes or so to walk, no problem.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll just walk over. While we're walking over, I would like to call upon the powers of my blood to heal my one aggravated damage on my hand, please.
3 rouse checks.
Oh, that's so many. It's so many.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay, I just go up 1 hunger.
Okay.
So, not
Hey.
bad.
Like the things that the people that are coming in, can you like, I don't know, can you eat them for me? That'd be great, thanks.
That just doesn't strike me as a great idea.
Yeah, but
Did you have any dealings with them?
they're not affiliated with your things at all. So you can eat them and no one would care.
I still have never done that. Why would I start now?
You should try. I mean, you can't judge something unless you've actually done it.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. And that's the last you hear that.
Okay, so I'm at 2 now. And my ag damage goes away.
The ag damage goes away.
My hand looks back to standard. Cool.
Yep. So while you're walking, you're getting close. Vincent and Mordecai,
Yeah.
you would be arriving at the Sandwich, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So you kind of not really trip over each other out front, but you definitely kind of walk up around the same time.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Walk.
Morty! Dude, if you just wanted to get Copperfield, just say
I know.
so. You don't
Come
have to
rumbling in the hour.
do this whole thing.
Senior Vincent.
Oh,
A
so
pleasure as
fun.
always.
Likewise. Did you always have a beard?
Absolutely.
Vince is gonna reach out and kind of like caress it a little bit.
You like?
Actually,
I think it makes me
yes,
look more distinguished.
it does. It has an effect. It looks good. Really good.
I figured it
You
was
going in?
time to start showing my age.
Oh, you can't be over.
I've had a crisis lately, and I need to reflect
Did
the
you did
the
you buy
inner
a
turmoil.
Lamborghini?
The new
Did
one?
you
No.
buy?
Waiting
Wait,
for
how
next
many do you have?
Just the one.
I think you should get 2 more.
I
I think that'd be cool.
mean,
Loan me
maybe.
one. I mean, whatever.
My mid-on life crisis. Yeah, I love it.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Jimmy.
it is what it is. Also, I'm
I
gonna go in
mean,
here. You coming in?
it's. Oh yeah, no. Well, please enter. Mikase
Yeah,
Supraso.
we can walk and talk. We can walk and talk.
Absolutely.
When did this midlife kindred crisis start?
When my servant was taken from me,
Is that the one that you
my
said
bodyguard.
it's on a short list, if I can remember correctly?
Yes,
Fascinating. Are they okay?
they're fine.
All right, good. I'm walking in. You probably hear the jiggle of the jingle of the door and stuff. Is Gretchen here?
Gretchen is um, behind the counter. Looks like she's doing the books, basically.
He's just gonna mosey on over there. Turn on all.
All right. There's a charisma and presence.
Sure.
Wasn't expecting that I was gonna have to do any rolls this particular time.
Am I in range of that, or am I noticing that at all?
You are definitely in range of that.
What is the defense for awe? I don't know what the defense is.
Let me check.
Composure and wits, I think, isn't it?
It is actually the pick what's in front of me. It is presence,
Presence.
composure, and intellect. Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Composer and intelligence.
Oh, intelligence.
Yes, intelligence. Got 6.
Oh,
Which is still not good enough.
interesting.
I'm not gonna roll anymore. I got 6.
Mordecai, how'd you do? 6. What a coincidence. So did Gretchen.
Oh!
So awe actually does not work.
Can I burn a willpower?
If you want.
No, I'll spend a will.
God damn.
I want this to work.
Would I
7.
know?
It goes
7?
up by 1. Just 1. Yeah.
Would I know this is happening?
You've seen presence before, specifically awe.
I'm going to allow it.
Gretchen's like, oh, hey, how are you?
Hey, Lady G, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm good.
How's that hole? Is that you look okay?
Yeah, it took care of itself. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
did
you
that
did it.
concentration thing, and yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but don't do it so hard like you're only gonna break your thumbs. Just like kind of. I know we don't breathe anymore, but I'm gonna take a mental breath of air and just kind of imagine it coming back together. And
yeah, but I
boom.
don't breathe anymore. It's just weird.
I know. That's why I said do it in your mind.
Right.
Yeah. So how's the shopping working?
Good. Yeah, we're making money.
Good. Good.
There's surprisingly a lot of people who like sand. It's weird.
Well, it is.
There's like a
called
beach just like
sandwich,
right over there. Like,
but it's like cool sand. Like, isn't it like multicolored and stuff?
yeah, it's like artisanal sand.
Yeah. So like, you don't get that at the beach, but you get it here. Also, you look nice tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, how do your day staff run?
I hired some people. Like, cause we're not open until like 10 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I
Can I
used to
see
do
like
that.
the list, the short list?
Sure. It's like Diego and Sam. There's also
Mhm.
like there's a Brennan that works here.
Who? Brennan?
Yeah.
Fire him and replace him with somebody else, please.
Well, that's kind of rude, isn't it?
No, I just don't like that fucking name. This is supposed to be a cool joint.
Yeah. All right.
It's like having a Chad. Wow. Find a cool person. I can recommend somebody.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. His name is Raphael. Now he's pretty cool. He's a cool sandwich.
Like the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, like the Ninja Turtle, but he's like super chill. He likes weed, comic books. He likes also hopscotch. Don't ask. I didn't know if it was like a trauma response or something, but he's like really cool.
All right. I guess so. Yeah. We could probably hire them on.
Yeah, and he can make you like a lot of money, like lots of money.
Okay.
Also, do you have any questions you need answered about, wise? Because I'm here to help a little bit.
I don't think
You got it
so.
on-
Jude
got it
takes
under
care of a
control?
lot of that. Like,
Oh, thank you. Well, I know
Somewhere-
Jude's amazing.
somewhere in between, like, me, because I have, like, I don't know, when I'm, like, stressed out, I tend
Yeah.
to, like, give a lot of facts about Ron Perlman. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, yeah.
But somewhere between, like, the multitudes of factoids that I
Yeah.
spout out, Jude is taking care of, like, a lot of the
You're kind of like
questions.
lean on the counter and does this motion. Continue. I like Ron Perlman.
She goes into a absolute just screed of Ron Perlman facts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is a lot. And then that wastes the time between then and when everybody else shows up.
Yeah. So that's really cool about Ron Perlman. But like I
Right?
said, fire the Brennan guy. Get Raphael. I got his number right now. You can have it.
Okay.
Also, you need a new phone, so you're gonna like reach in his pocket. So have this
Do
new
I hear
phone
any of this
that I
happening?
got.
You guys would just be walking in at this particular point, yes.
So like I got this new phone.
Abigail stops Vincent
Yeah,
from giving the
no.
phone, saying, "No, not secure.
He
Gretchen, you know better.
Hey,
Gretchen,
hey,
you know
hey.
better.
Good
Vincent, good evening, Baron Vincent.
Yeah,
Leave
good
Gretchen's
evening,
phone alone."
Abigail. No, I got this one. This one's secure.
We need Abigail to. There needs to be so many like checks on this before that even goes down. Also, did I hear you're trying to have someone fired? This is my store, so you can pump the
No,
brakes.
no. Didn't say that. Like a mere replacement. That's all. Just a suggestion.
In the event if he dies.
Yeah, lady. Yeah.
wait,
What more do you
what?
say?
Okay.
Who's dying?
No.
But Lady G,
Okay.
but Lady G's competent. I'm just helping out. Also, I came to make a purchase. I want a gallon of artisanal sand.
Like a gallon?
Yeah, or like, do you like stack in like little containers, or like make like cool art and stuff? Or like, how does
Yeah.
this work?
I
I'll take
guess.
7.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Gretchen, yeah, you
She's gonna
you
go
get
and
that going,
make that order,
and,
yeah.
and we're gonna go downstairs because we got stuff to talk about. And she looks directly at Mordecai when she says that.
And
What do they
she
do
Do I
now?
notice?
She
I
locks
notice
up
that?
the store after everybody gets in, and then just goes into the back room to access
Oh,
that
Gretchen.
computer.
I also got hold on. He's gonna like rush it through a sack. I got Monster and Diet Coke if you need it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. There you go. I just thought you might need it.
That doesn't work anymore. What are you?
It's special. Wink. Wink. He'll say.
She's gonna
Don't
crack
drink
open-
that. Don't drink that. Don't drink it.
Blood is it made with?
She can drink it. It's good.
No. I need to
Gretchen?
like run a test on it. Like,
Mhm.
stop giving her stuff.
I'm trying to be helpful. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm not trying to like.
Okay,
your shop
well,
up
you
or
need to
anything.
ask me first. It's my shop. It's my child. So I'm the one you need to be asking about this.
You are incredibly right, Your Highness. I apologize.
Oh, and I've decided, as I don't like Your Majesty, whatever stuff, honorifics you guys have been saying, if you must use one of those, you can call me Sovereign. I've decided. Thank you so much.
Ooh,
Let's go
Perfect.
downstairs.
Perfect. I love that.
let's go.
And so Jude goes and unlocks the thing
Wow.
and makes the stairs come out.
Okay.
My awe's still on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Does that mean I
I'm
have to
not
roll
turning it
against
off right
that?
now.
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not turning
sweet.
it off right now.
We all have to. Okay, what is the against all again?
Composure and intelligence.
Yeah. Composure and intelligence.
At this point, can I push my willpower to
Yeah.
muscle through it? Okay.
And do I have to get 7?
You would 6 to. Yeah. Actually, it was boosted to
It's
7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, it would
I
be
got
7.
one extra success.
2 more.
Before I do that, I'm actually going to rouse my intelligence. I guess you said it was.
I'm rousing my composure.
Yeah,
That'll work.
I passed.
It's an interesting mechanic.
I passed.
Roused intelligence for the fun of it. Passed. Oh, and then
Okay.
the dice.
I mean, you could rouse both if you really wanted to.
Sorry, Vincent, I have them
Nah.
trained.
We have been trained.
They're like, oh, fuck, Mordecai's doing it again.
For fuck's sakes.
Oh, we got someone else
You
doing
walk
this
into
shit.
that awe aura, and you immediately just everything goes up.
It's like a reflex.
Oh,
Oh, son of a.
so
Hold
that'd be
on.
12
I'm
successes.
counting.
Good job.
How many times can I burn willpower?
Just the once
Okay.
per roll.
Duran's kind of built for that because he hangs out with Mordecai so much.
I only
Yeah,
have
you
4
can
make a good
successes.
team.
I got 8, but it's a messy critical.
You get a little hungrier.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, you should just eat them. Like, if he's gonna drop, like, those particular things, like, in your shop, like, disrespect.
I'm kind of agreeing with you right now.
I know. I know. I can't.
I cannot
hear
fault
this.
your logic.
I can't hear this, but like Vincent will kind of just like casually like do that little rubbing his neck,
Yeah, nice.
shoulder thing.
We barely knew him.
That is the last you hear of your beast, though.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going. So no awe for me,
Correct.
and I'm still headed down.
Abigail, I believe, is the only one affected, unless Mordecai didn't get any successes.
I got 2 more.
All right, Abigail's the only one affected. And Gretchen, but Gretchen's in another room with, like, the Monster Energy drink can that you told her not to drink.
She can drink it. It's good.
She's totally
Wait,
not gonna
I
drink
didn't
it.
tell her not to drink it. Prince Jude told her not to drink it, and Prince Jude
Correct.
broke through the awe.
Are we
So
in the room?
you're going downstairs.
Going
And-
downstairs.
I'm assuming somebody's putting the stairs up.
Put the stairs back up.
Correct.
And Vincent has never been downstairs to this chaotic little
True.
dungeon space before, so
Kind of bizarre workroom /
Yeah.
minor smithy /
So underneath Sandwich, their Sandwich itself is a artisanal sand shop, which was, it used to be an artisanal kind of like magic rock shop. So from the main kind of shop itself, there's a stairway up, which is about 3 to 5 steps, and it's kind of like you go into an older shop. There's like the okay carpeting on the ground. There's like the kind of ring around the outside where there would be bookshelves of stuff that trinkets, doodads, incense, yeah, like kind of magical things. But
tchotchkes.
after
different
the
rocks.
after the raised stairs, there's a large wooden, like heavy, old school wooden table, and there are large backed wooden chairs pushed up to it. But the head of the table, which is at the far end from where you come in, that doesn't actually have any chairs. So you see Jude walk up to that area, reach down, kind of, you can hear like an unlocking, kind of like an old school tumbler lock noise. And stairs, kind of, you can hear like the scraping of stone on stone as stairs underneath the table go down. And then she proceeds down the stairs. As everybody else goes down, afterwards, Duran flips a lever, and the stairs, all in sequence, return back to where they were before. When you're downstairs, it is a large football field-sized area that doesn't seem like it would be at all legal or connected to Sandwich as to where it actually is. But there are various little kind of alcoves set aside. There's a table that looks like it has like woodworking and metalworking supplies. There's like buckets of water and such beside it. There's kind of like a whiteboard over on the one side of various things written down on it. But if you look at the actual kind of architecture of this particular area, it seems like there's like, it seems like this has been here for a while. It's like cobblestone-ish type stones on the ground, and there's like a slight incline down towards the center of that particular room, and you can see like there's kind of half circle divots at certain places that kind of lead into a main kind of column, and you can figure that the main column kind of points out to where the actual bay would be that is connected to Vancouver. So this place is kind of designed to funnel whatever it is, liquid-wise, out into the bay.
My sister was quirky, but she was efficient.
So Mordecai, actually,
Oh,
you know what?
shit.
My sovereign, I'll let you ask the questions of Mordecai.
Right. So, we just got back, Abigail, Duran, and I, from Elysium, after Frank had contacted me in quite an unusual way for help. And he said that he needed to talk to me. We went over there. And he said that there are currently rumors that the ministry / Setites are forming some kind of alliance with the Hecata to form a new sect and start to gather I'm sorry,
Some.
is that not some
Some.
Hecata? Some Hecata and some
and some
ministry.
ministry.
Okay, I'm not trying to generalize. So some of those, both of those clans have come together in some kind of alliance to take possibly some power as a new sect and are moving up the coast toward Vancouver, and some of their ghouls and retainers, I suspect, may already be in the city. I would love to know, do you know anything about this? Have you heard anything about this? Like, why would this be happening? I mean, no offense. I know this neither the Hecata nor the ministry are a monolith, but full of individuals, but you are the only.
I would actually disagree. The Hecata tends to be fairly monolithic. There are little splinter groups and there are some individuals, but we tend to be a family. The ministry, as I understand, is at times more siloed than monolithic, but there are still very large groups. The name that was offered to us from the ministry, or sorry, from the Hecata side was Puttanesca. I am very familiar with them. And I do not think that they are acting alone on Hecata to do this. They are not the sorts to be that way. From the ministry side, the name was apparently unknown, but it was a childer of someone whose name is Hesha.
That ring any bells?
Storyteller, is there a way that I can roll deception?
What? Oh, y'all are liars and manipulators.
Your
Would-
entire
and-
court, come on.
But-
Also,
What the
storyteller,
hell? I get
Alright.
awed and now I'm
I
getting
got
lied
this,
to?
I got this.
The freaking
I got this, I got this.
disrespect.
I got
Could
this.
Baron
Ready?
Vincent know who that person is? I roll
What
for it?
is Baron Vincent's occult rating?
0. I have politics though.
You have no idea.
Okay.
So, for Mordecai, it'd be
In my lore sheet, actually.
manipulation and persuasion.
I mean,
Can
if I,
I?
if I
make a
really need to
contest
roll
here?
though, or you want me to RP it out? If I can do this,
And what are we rolling against Mordecai?
I'm not. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna smoke.
Huh.
You mind if I
Head-
smoke Sovereign? Am I smoke a little
Head-
blunt? It's okay.
Firstly, and most
Here's
importantly,
ventilation.
Okay, cool.
firstly and most importantly, what do you think of the beard? Too much?
Mordecai, there
No?
was a question.
It is.
I did. Yes, seriously.
It is a lot.
What do you think of the beard? In regards to the what is it? An alliance between the Hecata and the ministry?
It doesn't make a
That
lot of
sounds
sense.
hilarious.
I don't
It's-
get it.
Again,
Oh my god,
some
that
of.
would be
Some
so
of.
bad on so many levels.
Okay, but
And
why is
what-
there a rumor then that it's happening?
Because someone's stirring up shit.
And what about Hesha?
Who?
Who's Hesha?
Who?
Do you know who Hesha is?
Yeah, we
No.
got precious few names in this exchange, but that was one of them. Hesha's child.
Well, Hesha isn't. Because you are sovereign,
Abigail, you look wonderful.
this is what I will give to you. Because clan doesn't usually betray clan in that sense. You wouldn't tell me the names of massive elders if you were so married to the Tremere clan as much as you aren't anymore. Anyway, Hesha is an elder of our clan.
See,
Very
but
wise.
Hesh's childer is
Hesha's childer,
potentially starting some business. Now, speaking there's a clan that is a monolithic group and a family. If I discover that members of my family are pulling this shite, then you know for a fact I will bring it to the entire country and the city.
to the best of
So-
my knowledge, as we discussed previous, Jude, I do have family coming to Vancouver,
I
but
recall.
I have prearranged it. Anyone coming to Vancouver who I haven't already vetted is not of my knowledge. And
But
I have not been contacted by any elders to expect more than what I have asked for.
Now,
and
is this Hesha in your lineage?
Not
Would you
direct-
consider her family as opposed to merely another member of the ministry?
Yeah, well, I mean clan, but
See.
when they're elder enough, everyone tends to learn from them somehow, even through trickle down effects. So Hesha is not coming directly. That much I am most certain of. That one of Hesha's childer would want to spread this kind of rumor is troublesome because it does nothing but damage the reputation that's already tenuous. It's terrible. It's call me to the mat at this point in front of clan. It's juvenile. It's reckless. It endangers anything that we have in terms of connection to the Camarilla and to the Hecata. Which at this point,
it's right up the alleyway.
we
at
walk
the
parallel
Masquerade.
lines. They leave our stuff alone. We leave their stuff alone. They have their own La Cosa Nostra. They have their mafioso. The whole shtick with the silk suits and the
Invented by Hollywood. Those were all invented
Well,
by
exactly.
Hollywood.
We do our own stereotype. For the most part, the young ministry get their feet wet by doing the drug thing and whatever, depending on, like, as Duran said, we have more sort of pillars than
Is this what this Frank cat was talking about when I sent you that text message, Sovereign?
yeah,
Yeah, he came to he left a message with Cody at the bar. Oh, Cody also says hi to you. He says he likes that you're super cool. Just passing
Great.
it on.
cool. I say hello back.
Okay.
So sorry, Frank contacted you as well.
Yeah.
Saying what?
Let's see. To meet him at Elysium.
Okay,
So
interesting.
I'm assuming this is what you guys are talking about at the same time.
I mean,
should I be insulted that I didn't get an invite?
I mean, probably. I mean, they just mentioned the Hecata and the ministry working together, which is an interesting take. And if I know Mr. Giovanni here is probably little is an understatement, probably super pissed off about that.
I would not say that. I'm curious about it, and I will squash it underfoot if I need to. I believe that the reason Frank reached out to me, of the two of us, Senor Strickland, is the fact that I already knew the Putanesco in town because my family is very tight and on top of that sort of thing. Whereas when we mentioned this child or of Hesha, you seem surprised.
It's just been a long time since I heard the name.
Mm.
As I said, I have arranged to have some family come to fill in gaps left by, let's say, let's call them absentee kindred who were in the city and are no longer. And any news of any possible shenanigans between our two clans in order to make some kind of super play towards the underworld is quite frankly irritating because I've already got my fingers.
It is
in
not
that
only
pie.
irritating, it is outright dangerous. It puts the Hecate in a very tenuous position with respect to our relationship with the Camarilla.
So
And the ministry as well.
I
See.
get it that this is a real odd couple situation. Like I'm fully taking that in. The reality is the Keeper of Elysium came to me and said, I think this is going to be a problem for the city. And he actively expressed like concern about Elysium and its security because of this. And, you know, it is in terms of like, did someone start a rumor of something that's not true? Sure, but I'd like to think that my Nosferatu Keeper of Elysium is feeding me good intel. I would hope so.
My question is this. Why would your Nosferatu, Keeper of Elysium, be concerned about the Elysium itself? What does he exactly think is going to happen? That blood is going to run in the streets? That we're going to have all-out gang warfare between two
Not
allied
necessarily,
forces?
but there could be residual violence, I imagine, if they're making some kind of
And the library
power
and
play.
the art gallery are going to be the things that fall?
May
That-
I?
I'm the messenger here about this, so I don't know why you're trying to like poke holes in it.
I'm not trying to poke holes in
Uh,
anything. I find it hilarious on its face.
Mordecai, my sovereign, Duran. Has anybody mentioned what we found several weeks ago in the underbelly of the city to the Baron yet? Because I'm starting to think that maybe the whole clan, let's just say that Frank is correct, and that the two parts of the two clans are coming together to form a new sect. Is it possible that they're coming into the city, into our city, because of what's underneath it?
What would lead you to believe that? At what point
Because
did Frank indicate that?
He wouldn't have to indicate that. I'm asking a question because seems very, very strange that there was an attack on one of your brethren in conjunction with that underground underneath the fine art auctions. And the fact that there is so much going on, this is apparently a place of power, and the Hakata do know that it's there. I'm not saying that I'm saying that maybe that got to certain parts of the Hakata. I'm saying that perhaps it was already at certain parts of the ministry. Perhaps this is something that we should take into account, that if they come in, they might want to do something unseemly with that underground.
Is this
I
something
mean-
I should be aware of? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so everyone, is it cool if I
talking to
bring
you.
Baron Vincent up to speed on this?
See.
Actually, why am I asking you? I'm just gonna tell you. So, there is this supernatural area under the city. There's a lot of like ley line and type of crossover, and for
Ley
the past
lines?
bit, yes. Okay, don't listen. That's the tip of the iceberg. So just buckle up.
Okay.
Okay, so there is trying to resurrect a demon.
Okay.
And so there are Bali kindred. Yes, Mordecai?
Nope. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear my
Okay.
My-
So
screen.
So there are Bali kindred that are actively trying to promote this resurrection. There was like a whole area that was like funneling blood onto some kind of pyramid. There was like a big pool of blood, and then there's like some time and place dilation that you start in Vancouver and then you can cross over some kind of threshold to end up somewhere else. So beyond putting the Sabbat incursion and all of that other stuff behind us, this was the newest thing. And I mean, the Tremere here are actively like researching it. And there are a lot of dates that do coincide, the cycles of, you know, the occult cycles of rebirth for this demon. So that's still a concern. Like that's an active threat to the city that we've been trying to find out more about, though it's been pretty difficult, I'll say. You know, because the Bali don't, you know, it's just hard to get info on them. So I think that Abigail makes a good point here because yeah, correlation doesn't equal causation. I know
See,
that. However,
the changelings have left the city. Perhaps they have heard about that, and so that is why they are coming in. Again,
could be.
correlation is not causation. They
But
could be
I
coming
think it's
here for a lot of things. What we need to do is find out why they are here.
Exactly. So my first thought when I hear, oh, well, they're coming up here to try and get, is just sit down and figure out what they want. Try to meet one of them or several of them and just be like, what are you looking to do here? Because there's just so many unknowns. All we have is this rumor information. We did get some information about the Putanescas and where they might be here in Vancouver. So we have that lead to go off
of. And that is something that I will talk with the family about and look into. It might be a case of negotiating the way we negotiated with the Nagaraja.
So is that all that's happening out of the city? I'm just trying to make sure I got this all in my mind.
Oh no, there's a whole list of
there are
things.
literally so many. I made a flow chart. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, send me the flow
threats.
chart, and
I will.
I'll put it up in like a secret room. I guess I need to talk to my Tremere contacts too. Nosh may have mentioned something about that in passing.
Aliens.
So this is a lot, Jude, but I'm willing to help.
Yeah, it is a lot. This has been going since the moment the crown was placed upon my head.
I told you that. Heavy is the crown of the Hold'em.
I guess I just didn't think about like every supernatural like thing coming to try and wreck the city. I guess I never thought. I was like, oh yeah, you got to worry about the kindred and the different sects and the disputes. But truly, demon resurrection was not on my mind at any point in this.
Question, did you guys like flame them out? You know, like literally burn them up?
Flame out who?
Who?
The Bali that are doing a demon resurrection, because you don't
have
a problem.
There is very little left of the Nagaraja. There is a head that is still animated that I have in my living room. Reska,
did you take care of that?
Reska has instructions every night. We turn on America's Got Talent and play 45 minutes of the hour and then turn it off so the head will never see who wins.
Oh
wow,
that's brilliant.
Wow, that's diabolical.
That is
we
amazing.
we are thinking of doing the same thing with a few days of our lives, and as the world turns, only showing them out of order and incomplete, so it can never figure it out.
Lost. Do Lost next.
Or I don't think Lost can get any more confusing.
Or something that Cody introduced me to recently, Korean dramas. Like just load them up with like despair every day. Like it is, they're impactful.
Resica likes some of those Asian dramas, particularly the Korean historic dramas.
Yeah, there's one about us, but you mean they don't really know about, you know, vampires. It's actually pretty cool. But he can sort of kind of walk in the sunlight, so he's kind of like a day walker type of thing. But anyway, I got list upon list and list of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So
we dealt with the ones that we found. With the Nagarajas.
Okay, so you guys took care of the Nagaraja that I gave you the list on.
And grazie. So we are greatly appreciative of that.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so that did, it did work
seems that every little tiny offshoot of the Hakata family who comes into Vancouver need to be dealt with. First Nagaraja, now Putanesca.
Have I heard anything about the Putanesca storyteller?
You probably would not know that much about the Putanesca.
Okay.
I'm assuming Jude knows 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm willing to help where I can. But is Frank still at Elysium?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, that tends to be
Um,
where he is most of the time.
he pretty
I
much
guess I
stays there.
kind of want to speak to him and see what's going on since he mentioned me.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea that you meet with
You
him as
guys
well.
want to come with me, or it's just me by myself? Or
I mean, we were just there.
oh well, there's no real need then.
Okay, Mordecai.
Hi.
I understand that you say you've vetted these family members, but I'm going to need you to like double the vetting process or
Absolutely. And as we discussed, when they get here, which they are not here yet, they will come to me. I present them to you per protocol. The Child of Hesha Alliance of Unholy Underworld, whatever it is, at this point is naught but rumor and conjecture and has not even reached our shore. I will let you know if I hear anything, and I am going to be making some phone calls because though the ministry considers themselves iconoclastic and idealistic in terms of our own individual, this is my thing, this is your thing, you do this thing, you do that thing, we still have hierarchy, pyramid scheme, if you will. And we don't
so glad
tread
we
on
ditched that, right, girl?
we don't tread on roads that are already walked on.
The pyramid. You got rid of the pyramid?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't do anything to
The
it.
pyramids, it's been gone for a while. Thank the fucks.
No.
It's bad PR.
as they say.
I mean, the Tremere I know are also happy about it. I mean, well, you know, I hang out with Anarch Tremere. They don't give a fuck about the pyramid at all. So it's all good.
Okay. I guess now the question becomes what actions do we take at this point? And I know that Mordecai, you're going to have your contacts. Duran, same for you. Is there something that I could do, that we could do, that will assist you in getting more information here?
At the moment, outside of driving up into North Van and wandering around the Italian community center or several of the more Italian leaning restaurant areas and hoping to see something, there is little we can do.
I
Okay.
had an idea, but I don't think it's a bit extreme. So I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I don't know that we need an extreme idea because as Mordecai said, it's like, and Duran said, it's rumors.
Once we find out where they are, and
Yeah,
the
then
Italian
we'll revisit
Cultural
it.
Center is probably a very good place to go looking. Then I would probably guess that we don't want to go in there the way we went after the Nagaraja, but we're also probably not going to go in to sit down and chat easily. The Putanesca, due to their upbringing, listen more to a quick knock around the old ear hole than to sitting down and discussing things. So,
I mean,
it'll probably start off with being a bit of a dance verbally, but it could quickly turn into a more physical contest. In which case, I think we are in excellent shape.
Definitely. Storyteller, does Jude know about, like, what is the supernatural situation in North Van?
Jude would know that there isn't really space. Yeah, there's not really that much, honestly.
So are we supposed to not be in there because of the stuff with the Guru?
You can go through Stanley Park to get to North Van across the Lionsgate Bridge, but other than that, there doesn't. It's not part of the like anti-Geru agreement or anything like that.
I'd avoid the park altogether and just go up from it?
Yeah, you can swing around the bay, basically.
The boundary in front of me? Yeah. go east and then north. There's another bridge.
Okay.
That's how Duran goes, because one of his shops is in North Van.
Hmm.
Much more industrial.
Those
And
sound-
what it, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, what is the general like vibe of North Van? Like this is
It's-
just not something I know about.
It's kind of, yeah, it's like Mike said, there's the one section that is gigantic, that's a lot more industrial. There's like car repair shops, tire shops, there's like Home Depots, etc. in that area. It's kind of like that kind of an area of a city.
Okay.
Kind of like a
And North
mountain,
Jim.
and the higher up the mountain you go, the more wealthy people are.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's residential, but basically,
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, as you go up, you get up to basically you have the mountains basically behind you. The North Van is basically built on a mountain. So yeah, Mike's right. As you go higher, it gets
It's almost
richer, but then you
stratified.
actually get into provincial parkland. Like you get into
Don't cross the
Uh,
mountain.
yeah, you get into Capilano and Grouse Mountain and all that stuff.
Suspension
and then-
bridge, tourist trap stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Peru.
Yeah, that too. Cool. Thank you. That does help me get a better idea of that. So what do we do with our night then?
I
You
mean,
guys
we
need
could
me?
go to North Van. We could go and have a conversation.
If we can find them.
Right.
we
I
can
didn't know if
find
that
some.
was a Duran only mission.
Um, there would be a large advantage to having the ruling coterie come along. I represent my family. If this is some little group of upstarts who have decided that between a few of the ministry and a few of the Hekata, they are going to create a new sect and become a power block, then my coming to talk with them will not do a lot because I represent only the Hekata. Having Senior Strickland along to represent the ministry outside of this group, and the prince and other ruling sorts would lend a whole lot of weight to a discussion to get the fuck out of our city.
True. Then yeah, I would say let's just do this then and see if
now?
we can. Huh?
You want to go now?
Absolutely.
I don't see why not.
You want to ride with
I'm
me?
feeling
or ride with
punchy.
everybody else.
I would give it a night. I would say, I don't know about Senior Strickland and your phone calls, but I would say give me the rest of the evening to return to my haven, make some phone calls, have a chat with some family members. Alternatively, we can just go up there. I know that the Italian Cultural Center is there. I don't know what's going on there this night. What night of the week is it, by the way, storyteller?
Great question.
Give or take, it's
Right.
about Saturday.
Prince. Yeah. Can I
Excellent.
still call you Prince or Jude?
Prince is fine as well.
No. Is Jude okay too?
You can call me Prince Jude.
Okay. Prince Jude. Is Elysium on that way to go to this spot?
No, it's not.
Okay. You want me to head out, see what Frank's, and wait for you guys?
Yeah, go talk to Frank,
Okay.
and then I don't think that should take that long because he's not
It shouldn't.
really trying to make any kind of long conversation. So you can
You
do
want anything
that,
from-
and
You want
then
anything from the store while I'm out?
can I have some makeup powder and fair? Please.
Senora
Yeah.
Duncan.
I got you. You
Well,
want
Yeah.
Mac? You want Mac? Or
Yeah,
what do you
Mac.
want?
Yeah, or Nick's actually, please.
Senora
Next.
Duncan, is there
Yeah.
anything in particular you're going to be doing for the next bit while Senor Strickland and I make the phone calls and Barone Vincenzo goes to Elysium? Because if you have no plans, why do you not escort him to Elysium and show it off to him? Introduce
never
him
been.
to Frank. Let
Yeah.
Frank know that he is now part of we who run things. And if Senora Abigail wants to go along with you, or you can hang out at the shop, or whatever you would like to do. And then Senor Strickland and I will take care of making a few quick phone calls. And then if Senor Strickland, you can have a limousine summoned. The Italian Cultural Center is no stranger to having limos roll up at
True that.
interesting times. So we can go in some style for a change. We do not need to be subtle.
Cool.
Want me to ride in a limo?
I like this idea. I think it's a good idea for me to go and present Baron Vincent, as you say. I think that's really smart. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Abigail, will you come with me?
I will
Please.
join. Mr. Giovanni, quick question. Dress code for if we do run into the family, is there anything in particular that I should, this.
That will do just fine. If we are dealing with Putinescas, I would say shorter skirts, so you've got a good leverage for kicking.
Well, Abigail,
You don't
Abigail-
want anything too long that's going to wrap get in the way of putting the boots in.
Abigail's wearing pretty like basically she's wearing like jean like combat pants anyway. She's basically like her standard gear is combat boots, combat pants, boot knife, leather jacket, and a t-shirt of some software company that you've never heard of. So
Are those boots steel-toed?
yes.
Ah, bueno. Excellent. That is the dress code for dealing with Putinesca.
Excellent.
Is this
I'm
okay?
glad to hear it.
Oh, see,
All right.
quite. It looks like it will flow nicely, and you will be able to get a good bit of wind up on the punch. Again, I'm hoping we can talk, but they're Putinescas.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, I'm kind of intrigued, honestly, if they're
Prince
not
Jude?
doing something shady.
Abigail.
They're Putinescas and they're Hakata. They will be doing something shady. I just ask that please, you have met other members of my, well, no, you really haven't met other members of my family. You've met
Who?
an
Me?
annoying ghoul or two and
Yeah.
a couple of dead ones. Do
Yeah.
not judge the rest of my family by these Putinescas.
You
Yeah,
talking to
I'm
the
trying to
prince or
avoid
me?
any
Por favor.
generalizations now.
Si, Signora Jude. Grazie.
Okay.
That is appreciated.
Okay. So
Let's-
Abigail, Baron, Vincent, and I were going to go to Elysium, see what Frank has to say to Baron Vincent, and then y'all two are gonna get on the phone calls and see what's up.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's go. I want to go see who this Frank is. Is he cool?
Abigail turns around to Joe or to Baron Vincent for just 2 seconds, turns around and says, "Oh, by the way," and she pulls out of her laptop bag. She hands Baron Vincent a phone and an
Okay.
earpiece. My person sent this to me to give to you. It is a
Oh.
burner phone. It is 100% secure, and with all due respect, Baron, the person that sent this to me is, I would say he's a much better hacker than anybody that you might know combined, or me, for that
I'm
matter.
insulted.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't
just
be.
kidding.
Kevin,
I'm just
Kevin has been doing this since he was a child.
Kevin. Oh,
Kevin
okay.
has been doing this since he was a
Uh,
child.
thank you.
So you can rest assured that he would not give you anything but the most secure phone, and
So
you have
my
nothing
stuff
to
isn't
worry
good?
about. It might not be up to snuff, shall we say?
Okay, he'll like reach in his pocket and pull out a wallet. So how many loonies do I owe you?
Nothing.
Oh. Oh,
No,
okay.
this is no. There's nothing.
Okay. Also, we're gonna head to the store real quick. You want anything? You want makeup and?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Also, I like that lipstick. That's awesome. What is that?
And
It's fire. I told her.
Abigail's like, she turns off blush of life. Oh shit. I still had that, that blush of life thing
Oh
turned
yeah, it's
on.
totally fine.
Oh, right. Okay. And then her lips basically just go in a different shade.
That's cool
Um,
too. Let's go.
So before I go up the stairs, I'm stopping by Mordecai, and I'm walking in up to him, and I get very close, and I adjust the little lapels of his shirt, and I give him a little tap on the cheek, and I say, "I need you to show up for me now, and not screw me over." And then she just kisses him on the cheek and walks away.
Do I notice this, storyteller?
If you
I'm not
want,
trying to conceal it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not hiding.
I'll just wait till I get to the top of the stairs, kind of like sit there and look down and just kind of and stand the hand out.
She's not taking your hand.
Okay.
And moving forward. So transportation wise, I know Baron Vincent has the bike, I believe,
Yeah, a Hayabusa.
but I don't think
Wanna
we're
ride?
all. Well, I don't think all three of us. That's not how a bike works, right? There's no sidecar.
No,
That's quite all right. I can take I can take an actual pedal bike.
Mordecai, dig in my pocket, pull out the keys. Not a scratch, sovereign. Not a scratch.
Thank you so much. And she
Hey, I'm
kind of
showing
tosses
up.
him up and catches
get to the
him.
top. Hey, Lady G, we're about to leave.
You can hear her in the back room like, bye.
Bye.
Sorry, paperwork.
No problem. You're working hard. So what are we in? What are we driving in? What is it?
I don't know which one he. I don't know which one he
It's a
brought.
mottled green Dodge Viper.
Shotgun.
It's a 2022. It's got an iridescent paint job that sort of reflects light and just has that little hint of scales. Because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, completely ostentatiously.
Shotgun.
And on brand.
And it rumbles and purrs when you start it.
And he's gonna like, oh, this is so cool. I'm trying to get him to buy me one. Because he has all the money.
I don't know about that. So yeah, Jude's kind of loving it right now. Like she's just like ready. She hasn't driven in a while, but she knows how to drive. And so yeah,
Come on,
we
Jude.
set off in our cool car.
Put your foot on the pedal, let her purr. We're about to go to Elysium. Want to see who this Frank guy is.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
You
let's
are
go.
headed to Elysium, which,
Come on.
You know- in a Viper, less than 5 minutes.
Oh shit, that's right.
Hopping
It is
out.
so
Yes.
close.
It's actually pretty- it's like-
close.
And
I forgot.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, are we
Whatever.
there?
Yeah. But before we get into that, which may actually end up happening next episode, Mordecai and Duran, are you going as well? Moving the stairs back up or going your own way?
We'll close the stairs back up first.
Okay.
When they leave.
Go upstairs, close the stairs up. No, we're both staying behind.
Yeah, fair. We're getting picked up with a limo.
Okay.
Got to make some phone calls first.
Yes.
Let's deal with at least one of those phone calls now. Mordecai, you sent a
Oh,
text message in the chat.
To my sire.
What does that text message entail?
Good morning, where you are. Heard rumor of a party happening, inviting ministers and mobsters together. Clarify? Question mark. Better not be here. Point.
It definitely takes a couple of minutes, but you get back Not my choice. And then another text message. Not ministry, and there's quotation marks around that. And there's a dash, and then there's a snake emoji.
I'm gonna basically sort of phrase it so that capitalize. I'll come up with a sentence. I can't think of anything right now on the fly, and we're running short of time. Basically, capitalizing HESHA in the sentence somewhere.
Okay.
With a question mark. And in this question, I want to phrase it as, if not ministers, then who?
Do you get back another snake emoji? And then in that particular code, there is a long paragraph of
Oh shit!
just paragraph after paragraph, text message after text message, and you get back in that
She
code.
rickrolls me. Never going to give you up, or never going to.
Yeah.
No.
Well, she it's some kind of just long, overblown explanation, which you can tell is absolute and utter bullshit. Like if someone was monitoring this, they'd be heading off into the wrong direction. But you get back in the code. His name is Hakor, child of Hesha. Do not underestimate.
Okay.
It's just 7 text messages worth of stuff, and you respond back, okay.
You coming to BBQ? Question mark.
Soon. Indisposed at the moment. Clan business. There's another it's another
cousins coming? Question mark.
Soon. Sooner than I am.
Okay.
Okay. It's there's another 7 pages worth of shit. You're just okay.
Okay. Hard no.
Okay.
We have a problem.
See, and that problem is
Apparently the rumors are true.
we'll find out when I make a few phone calls. By the way,
I don't know
Gretchen-
on your side.
See, we'll find out. It's entirely possible Putin is because you're doing something stupid. Gretchen,
Yeah. You hear from the back room.
by the way, Gretchen, I was able to watch Nome della Rose recently
Ooh. How was it?
in the original Italian. It was amazing. Okay, it was dubbed into Italian, but it was supposed to be. Have you heard about a club night that the young people go to called the Coffin Club?
Yes.
I'm going to want you to tell me all about it.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a very popular young lady that works at the Coffin Club named Trinity.
I haven't heard of her, but I don't know. That's
It's
one of
have you been to the Coffin Club?
yeah. It's one of Evil Lynn's nights.
Best plug.
Well, we shall have to attend. I wish to hunt up this Trinity person.
All right.
They are someone worth the meeting, and so
I haven't been out in a while. Yeah, that'd be fun.
that would be fantastic. As a matter of fact, you know what? You should take an evening out with your sire, Prince Jude,
Okay.
and you should mesmerize, rationalize, tell her all about your history and yourself, your family, where you are from. Unburden your soul to her. She is your sire. She is to know these things. Give me a second here.
You could probably just take half. You're gonna crush her anyway.
Yeah, that'd be 7.
I'm so happy right now.
And it's the necklace, so there's no need to rouse for the
Yeah.
rationalize. So it's her idea.
It is totally her idea.
I've been keeping that one in a pocket, just waiting for it.
So where do Duran and Mordecai go from here now that the limo is
Duran-
pulling up?
Yep, Duran makes a quick phone call to Venice. Fun difference. Yeah, I'll be able to get clues for somebody.
Giovanni switchboard.
Don Duran Giovanni of Vancouver. I need to speak with whoever is at the top right now. There is a
Top of the
situation on the West Coast that is needing handling.
Yeah, nobody's awake right now. Can I take a message?
See, apparently members of our family, the broader Hakata, not the Giovanni, have decided to ally with the ministry and name themselves something fancy and are making a power move on the west coast of North America. I would like advice, por favor. My immediate thought is to take it down hard and fast with fire, but I will walk a little more carefully if the advice is so. And if those in charge are not aware, they should be aware. And if they are aware, I would like to know why I have not been made.
Yeah, I'll pass on that message.
Grazie. And who am I speaking with that I may applaud your name to the right ears later?
My name's Sal.
Sal. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, Sal.
Yeah, you too, Don.
Jesus.
And he hangs up.
See, Google,
Okay.
he's an idiot. It's fine.
You got the one intelligent switchboard operator.
But at that particular point, it is a good time to cut off this particular episode. Now
As
that
we head to the limo.
Duran and Mordecai are heading to the limo, and Abigail, Baron Vincent, and Prince Jude are on basically pulling up to Elysium at this point. It's been a little more than 5 minutes. So, thank you all for watching. It has been an honor and a privilege with these particular vampires on screen. Thank you all for any bits or any subscriptions you've seen fit to send our way. It is always appreciated. All the money goes to these folks over here and everybody in all of our different games that we're running. So, we're going to do some quick outros, and then we're going to pop you on over to, I believe Philly by Night is still running. It should be. It's their last season. So hop over there, give them a follow over on Rolling D's 20s, and we're going to go in the opposite direction. So I'm going to make Cliff unmute himself for everything. Let's start with Cliff.
I'm already unmuted, so
Oh,
hey,
all right,
I'm one
cool.
step ahead this time. Thanks for watching, viewers. My name is Cliff. I have been your Don Durant Giovanni this evening, who is conniving on behalf of the prince this time around, rather than no, he wouldn't. He'll fly. You can find me around the internet, particularly on the Insta, as the Vintage GM. I am here with the Vampire Takeover doing the Delves into Darkness thing. I am also running the Changeling game on Vancouver by Night. There's more stuff coming out on Vancouver by Night. I am doing D&D on Tuesdays over on Would Be Heroes channel. Every alternate Sunday, I am a Ventru of a strange sort in Tucson, Arizona, over on Dark Sended Tabletop. Crap, I'm getting busy with stuff. And there's more to come, so stay tuned.
And Sarah.
Hey, my name is Sara. I played Prince Jude Duncan, who's not afraid to flex a little these days, you know what I'm saying? You can find me on Twitter at MC Dive I'm also a creative partner at Martlet Games. And I'm so happy to tell you all that the premiere of London's Bleeding Season 2, the final season, is September 1st, which is a Thursday, over on Martlet Games. I think it's going to be 9:30 Eastern. Check out the Martlet Games social just to check on that. We're basically almost done filming it, so we have a bunch of episodes in the can just ready for you to see. And if you subscribe to our Patreon, you can see the first 4 episodes right now. So if you're interested in catching that a little early, check out Patreon. All of season 1 is on YouTube. It's 8 episodes. This is my first time storytelling ever. And I think you're going to enjoy this next season. A lot is happening. There's some really interesting canonical lore tie-ins that I'm super proud of. So I really hope you'll join us on September 1st for the premiere of season 2, the final season of London's Bleeding. Other than that, you can find me here in the Saturday Vampire Takeover, and just pay attention to my socials to see what I'm doing. Thanks, everybody.
The Prince of London is always right.
You have no idea how right you are, Steve.
And Mike.
Hey, you can catch I played Mordecai, who is in no way, any way, absolutely, completely, and utterly connected to Heshe in any way. No, not it. So this is not the way I wanted the sites to come into this city, but I guess I'll take it. But I'm working for the prince, so they got to behave themselves. I told them that, and they're totally going to listen to me. Everything's good. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Captain America on Twitter, where I do most of the D&D stuff. Speaking of D&D, I run the Would Be Heroes game, on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. PST, where we have our redoubtable Cliff, most excellent Cliff, running a they're hunting undead, and they're in over their heads as per usual. Other than that, I can be found here on Saturdays during the Vampire Saturday Takeover, and sort of frequently guesting throughout various games and such all over the internets, maybe.
And Joe. Well, Joe Baron Vincent Joe. That one, yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing. Hey everybody, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nolafanger on Twitter. I have been playing a lovable, kind, willing to work and help anybody in the best weather they can. Bruja Baron Vincent. He does have a last name, no one's asked him yet, but maybe you ask him, he'll tell you. Well, he'll tell the people he likes. He might tell Prince Jude, Sovereign. But yeah, maybe kind of a sort of low key in his mind, sort of quasi-adopted Gretchen, because he wants her to be of the best kindred possible. Doesn't know if he's going to tell the prince that, but he's just, he's not trying to step on toes too much. I'm really grateful to be here as a cast member for this. Baron Vincent's actually really chill. He has a really cool backstory. No one has asked yet. Also, he knows Smiling Jack, so that may or may not come up. No one's asked again, so just a tiny bit. Yeah, I enjoy playing this game with these lovely kindred. He's also really chill, and he's going to go right now to buy makeup for the prince and a cartridge for his vape so he can smoke his weed. But you can catch me on this on Saturdays for Vampire Takeover. You can also find me in other projects that I've been in. I'm also the storyteller for my own channel, River Region Studios, on Twitch and on YouTube. I have my whole first season of Montgomery by Night, where I run a Anarch-based game based on my hometown, Montgomery, Alabama. It's pretty dope. Tech issues aside, because it's rough, but I accept the story because it's fantastic. I have lovely, wonderful players. Also, you can catch me, possibly sooner or later, if you haven't already seen it, on Huddy's game, Blood on the Grand Strand, where I played Marcus Lavoy, Anthony Tulip, the Samiti's hunter boyfriend, who made some very interesting suggestions that if something were happened to him, make him like his boyfriend. Who knows where that ends up? But yeah, you can catch me guesting on other places as well. Also, listen to Vancouver by Night because I throw in dashes of Vancouver lore into my city so people can know what's going on. But yeah, I'm done talking. You guys are great. Steve is awesome. Everybody on this camera is amazing. And yeah, that's my story. That's typical of it. Also, vote if you live in the United States. Please vote for all the House seats are up. Please vote. The U.S. is slowly descending into fascism. Well, not slowly, quickly. So please vote and protect yourselves. Also to Canada and to Mexico. Please vote in your elections, local and all that stuff. That's it. I'm done talking. You guys have fun.
And last but certainly not least, other Joe.
Hello. I was playing the Tremere Abigail for you this evening, and this is basically where you will find me. As of the broadcasting of this, I believe this would be the 20th-ish of August. So
Thereabouts.
On the 25th of August, you will find me on Girls Run These Worlds doing an interview with the lovely Sara for Community Cleric. She apparently thinks I have things to say. We will see if that is in fact true. Not sure if it is. So that's it for me. You will find me on Twitter at Hyrule Gardner, and anything that I may or may not do might be there. Passing it on to Steve.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. If you want to help us out, and help out all the people on screen that you see in all the Vancouver by Night stuff, head over to our merch shop, which we have stuff like this, which is a coffee tumbler, keeps your coffee nice and warm. You can rep Vancouver by Night or the shirts.
I'm gonna buy some more of this stuff.
At the point in time that we're recording this, I guess I have no idea how long that sale goes on. T-shirts are like $15, so keep an eye out. We will be announcing any sales that come up. Try to keep everybody as in the loop on that as we possibly can. And we have the Hunter game, which you probably just saw, also on this channel, which is really amazing group of players. It's the adjacent cast. We're in between seasons right now doing a little Hunter. So go check out that merch stuff, and it is pretty awesome there too. Again, as per usual, throughout the entire year, for any of our Pride merch stuff that you purchase, 50% of all of our stuff goes to Trevor Project. For everything else, it's 20%. We try to help share the love that way and make sure that everybody is funded for the Trevor Project as much as we can. So we're going to kick you over to Philly by Night, and have a great night, everybody. Thank you all for watching once again. And if you want as well, check out our Patreon. We got some behind-the-scenes stuffs, and check out our Ko-Fi if you want to kick us a couple of bucks that way. So have a good night, everybody, and we will see you next week.